Okay, in this video I will be explaining this problem, Vowel War. You will be given a string as input. For example, we take algovers and two players will be playing this game, Alice and Bob. They will be given a string which is algovers. What Alice will do, Alice can remove a substring from algovers, but the condition is she can remove only the substring which have odd count of vowels. If she is removing some part of the string, that some part of the string should contain odd number of vowels. Then Bob also can remove some part of the string, but that some part of the string should contain only even number of vowel. First I will explain what is substring. If take the string algovers, substrings of algovers will be A, L, G, O, this part, and VER is also a substring, SC is also a substring. It should be continuous, that's it. You can start from anywhere, you can end anywhere, but it should be continuous. That is a substring. Even A is also a substring, L is also a substring, G is also a substring. But here they mentioned non-empty substring, so it should be at least one character, that's it. Then what are non-substrings? You take VER from here and you take E from here, then it is not continuous, right? So this is not a substring. Okay, then you take L from the start and ST from the end. This is also not a part of substring because this is not continuous, right? So okay, next we'll move to this game. Also we have to assume both the players are playing optimally, which means they can remove maximum as much as they can. For example, in algovers, check how many vowels are there. A, which is 1, 2, 3 and 4 vowels we have in algovers. Okay, first turn is Alice's turn, so she can remove odd number of vowels. We have to play optimally, so she will be removing 3 vowels, which means from here to here she will remove. Okay, this is valid only, so Alice can remove this part of the substring. This is non-empty as well as it contains odd number of vowels, so she can remove it. Then the remaining string will be SC. Now Bob has to play. What is the condition for Bob? Bob has to remove even number of vowels and it should also be non-empty. So we have only if we remove this part, we have RSE. We have RSE, but in RSE we have only one vowel. So Bob cannot remove one vowel because one is odd. He can only remove even number of vowels. So Bob can't play, which means Bob lost the game. So if Alice won the game, we have to return true. If Alice won the game, we have to return true. If Alice lost, then we have to return false. This is the case. So let's see how we'll be solving this problem. Now we'll be taking some other example. Let's say take top. S is equal to top. This is a string. So first Alice has to play, right? Alice can remove odd number of vowels. Bob can remove even number of vowels in a substring. Okay, now Alice has to play first. Let's check how many vowels are there. Only one vowel is there, it is odd, so she can remove the entire string. If she removes the entire string, just a substring is also equals to entire string. So that is not a problem because she can remove the entire string. Only we have to check this condition whether the entire string contains odd number of vowels or not. If it contains all number of vowels, so remaining will be this one. Now Bob has to play. There is nothing to remove. So Bob lost the game again. I know this is unfair, but it's okay. Now Alice won the game. So we have to return true. Let's take another example. S is equal to elephant. Now check how many vowels are there. E 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now again Alice has to play first. What she will do? If she saw odd number of vowels in a string, then she can remove the entire part of the string. So there will be left nothing. Again Bob has to play. There is no moves for Bob. So again he lost. So what will be returning? True. From this what you can understand? If the vowel count is odd, then definitely the answer will be true. That we can make sure. Okay. In the test case 2, it was like this one. B, 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 B. Now Alice has to play. For this the output is false. I will discuss now how this is false. Now Alice has to play. Alice has to remove even number of vowels in a string. Here there is no vowel. Then how she can remove? So Alice lost the game here. So if it is 0 vowel, then your output will be false. If Alice lost the game, you have to return false. That's it. Now we have remaining only one condition. What if the vowel count is even? I will write here vowel count. Okay. If the vowel count is even, what will be our output? This is the final case we have to conclude. Let's take a row G example, algovers. S is equal to algovers. Now check how many. Already we know 4 vowels are there. What Alice did previously, she greedily removed 3 vowels, which is this part. Then Bob left with R S E. In this case Bob can do anything. He can't do anything because you have to remove even number of vowels. 2, 4, 6, 8. But Alice is only leaving one vowel. If it is even, now we are checking for even case only, no. Here I mentioned if it is even only we have to check. If it is even, if the vowel is even, for example, it can be 4, it can be 8, it can be 6, or it can be 12. Alice will greedily remove 3, 7, 5 and 11. So the left out will be only 1. The left out will be definitely odd. So sure Bob will lost the game. So what will be the answer? Definitely true. So from our observation, what we can conclude? If it is 0, we'll be returning false. If it is other than 0, anything 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it might be odd or even. So in that case, we'll be returning true. That's it. It's very simple question, but the question is very tricky. That's it. So I'll be writing the code here. Yes is our input. It can be anything. Okay. First I have to count how many vowels are here. I will take my int count. You can name it as anything, vowel count or simply count. That is fine. I'm initializing it as 0 for int I is equal to 0. I should be lesser than s dot length, then I plus plus. I have to check whether my ith character is vowel or not. So if s dot char at I is equal to a, or if my s dot char at I is equal to e, or if my s dot char at I is equal to I, s dot char at I is equal to o, or my s dot char at I is equal to u, I will be incrementing my count. Okay, then end the loop here, then add if condition here. If my count is equal to 0, I have to return false, else return true. You can also use a ternary operator here, like return count is equal to 0 if count is equal to 0, then false, else true. You can also do like this. That's it. If you have any doubts, you can comment or DM me. Thank you.